Hello, I'm Lawrence Belden Smythe, globe-trotting truth correspondent. I'm curious about what makes America tick. Just think of me as an anthropological watch repairman. No groundbreaking, potentially award-winning television program featuring a dashing, charismatic host with great hair would be complete without a look at this country's most popular export. No, not fast food or buffalo hide or democracy. I'm talking about movies and television. And if you're going to talk about the talkies, you'd better be in one place. Hollywood. My truth probe led me behind the scenes of an American primetime network TV drama series and then in front of the scenes. It led me into a strange world of people who make noises for a living. And it led me into a special effects makeup chair for a terrifying transformation. So, lights, camera, action! Because my name is Lawrence and this is America.
I'll pack my favorite trousers, my toothbrush and my comb, 'cause America is calling me.
Hollywood is in the state of California, a large western state known for its beaches, nice weather, and penchant for electing bad actors. It's also the home of all things entertainment, and has been since the moving picture was invented, which everyone knows was some time in the past. Definitely before I was born. Soon after pictures moved, celebrities and glamorous public lifestyles were invented. For decades now, the great unwashed have followed these people around, whether they're attending a movie premiere, looking fabulous, or ruining a local contractor's hard work for reasons that shall remain a mystery. It's clear this industry has a certain appeal, so I came to forage in this factory of fabulousness in a quest for the truth. But I wasn't targeting celebrities. Any moron can do that, and most do. No, my prey was the more elusive creatures, the people who work in film and television but aren't rich, famous, or the owner of annoying small dogs. Who are these people, and what role do they play in the creation of our visual entertainment? I began my quest by gaining exclusive access behind the scenes of a television series appearing on an American network known as CBS. The program is called Numbers, and I'm told it's relatively popular, even though I've never heard of it. What do you do on the show?
I play a mathematician, a genius mathematician named Charlie Epps, who solves crimes for the FBI using mathematics. Pretty amazing concept, isn't it?
Are you good at maths?
Terrible. You guys call it maths, huh?
Yes.
That's wild. I'm terrible at math in real life, and I've been doing the show for about 4 years, and it hasn't helped my math skills whatsoever.
Really? This pleasant, scruffy man apparently has a large role on this series. His pretend prowess at mathematics has earned him many enthusiastic fans.
Amongst the fans of the show, the hair's become a fascination. People are fascinated with it, so they don't want me cutting it, unfortunately.
What kind of comments do they make?
Well, they live for the hair. They talk about living for the hair, how they want to run their fingers through it is a big one. They wish they could smell it. Smell it, see what it smells like.
Well, can I see? It's sort of like April rain. Didn't smell that good. I mean, it was okay, I guess, if you like that sort of thing, which I don't. David then took me to a place called a set. This drab office is actually fake. Only actors pretend to work here when required.
This set is actually pretty close to what most FBIs look like. They look pretty crappy. In here we have a room, it's sort of the tech room where we kind of do our technology and try to figure out stuff on computers.
How do you get on the show?
How do I get on the show?
No, how does one get on the show? Do they need an Englishman?
Most likely.
We're friends now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are friends, but I think, you're better off sticking. This is a great gig you got here, man. You don't want to be stuck in the trenches with us over here. This is miserable.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it looks happy and I'm acting happy.
You've got women writing to you about your hair and your Adam's apple.
Yeah, but they're scary women.
I want to taste that.
Wow.
I'm not the Adam's apple. I meant what it feels like to have that happen.
You want to taste of that.
Of that, yes.
Yeah.
I was joking, of course. Actors are a strange folk.
This is your set? This is my set. There's more stuff here. But I don't actually put this stuff up on the board.
Yeah.
That's not part of my job as an actor. I don't get paid to do that, so I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what I get paid for, which is to make it look like I know what I'm doing. But I don't do that. Yeah.
It was here my thespian guide suggested we try something called improvisation. It's a form of acting, apparently. I can only suppose he noticed my potential.
Come in.
Professor. Lawrence Belden Smythe, FBI.
Agent Belden Smythe, good to see you. How can I help you today?
I'd like to ask you some questions about the serial rapist.
Yes, the serial rapist, you say.
My obvious talent at this particular craft whet my reporterly appetite. There was definitely more truth to be extracted from the people in front of the camera. It was time for Lawrence Belden Smythe to appear on network television. To become a star, I mean to learn more truth, one must talk to the people who make the decisions. In this case, the TV show's creator. Now, how does one get into, being in the show?
As an actor? I mean, one is generally already an actor and has an agent, and the agent says, I have this person you should look at you have a role coming up. It's for this kind of person, and I think one of my actors could do that really well, and then we audition. Before every episode, we audition people, as many as 150.
But there is a way to bypass that. For instance, if you corner the executive producer, you can, sort of charm them into giving you a part, right?
It could happen. Yes, possibly. Maybe. This
acting nut appeared easier to crack than a walnut between the thighs of my boarding school gymnastics instructor, who was also a big Shakespeare fan. Many's the afternoon I was spanked to the bard's lyrical phrasing, so I knew exactly what to do.
No matter where, of comfort no man speak. Let's talk of graves and worms and epitaphs. Cover your heads and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Subjected thus, how can you say to me, I am a king?
Some talents can't be hidden, and why should they?
Will you get the job?
I think we have something for you. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
The debut of Lawrence Belden Smythe as an actor in an American primetime drama, next. I'm in Hollywood, exploring the subculture which entertains the world via television and film. My investigation has moved in an unexpected direction. During a behind-the-scenes peek at a primetime TV drama series called Numbers, I was, as they say in the business, discovered and offered a part on the show. Don't worry, I'm not leaving this series, no matter how much fame and fortune is heaped upon me. Unless it's a really large fortune, or moderately large. Anyway, I was sent to wardrobe and miraculously transformed into a pretend FBI agent.
Hello, yes, what? Okay, don't worry, I'll be on the scene.
Then I was rushed into meetings with all the major players, the director, the assistant director, and this chap, whose job I never really discovered. I had time to kill while all these people looked busy doing something, so I mingled with my co-stars to learn valuable acting secrets.
Whenever you have a chance, you ask for the pad and the paper so it would look as if you were taking notes in the scene. But truthfully, you can use it to write down all of your lines.
Oh, really? And you're just, it's like you're taking notes, but you're actually all...
Exactly. I'm just drawing over the lines I've already written in here.
You've written any idea why he'd shoot at you?
Yes, that doesn't sound like an answer someone would give me, right?
Right.
That's my question. Any idea why he would shoot at you?
And you're just scribbling it. That's marvelous.
It's great.
Is that why it's good to be in a police procedural and not a doctor show?
It's perfect, because in the doctor show, you'd need it on your scrubs. I can use files, I can use Post-its. Occasionally, I can make it look like I'm writing notes on my hand, but the hand would already be full, of course.
Fascinating. It was then decided my role would be something called an extra. Apparently extras don't speak on camera. I suppose it was my accent. How many English FBI agents are there? I took this setback in stride. Once I'd stopped crying, I knew I needed to learn more about hovering in the background of television drama shows.
To be an effective background, you just need to listen to the assistant director. Make sure if he tells you to walk a certain way, you do that. And make sure you also are paying attention to if anybody walked across at a certain time, make sure you follow that same lead.
Right.
Don't go at a different time. Keep the same timing up.
Right.
This is my move.
Sometimes there's more than walking involved, apparently. This fake policeman showed me the art of having a silent conversation with yourself. It appears hearing inner voices is an essential skill requirement.
So can you actually make a living doing this?
No. It's sad to say, no.
So is looking authentic, which is this man's job. He's the real police expert, hired to make actors and reporters look like suave FBI agents.
You need to have one foot in front of the other, and you need to duck one foot over the other, smooth like that. This isn't a DUI test. You look like a
You said one foot in front of the other.
But can you do it like this, like this? Sideways a little bit? Yeah, but not as... Yeah, that's it.
It's a bit sort of Bob Fosse, isn't it?
It must be the British stuff.
Eventually, it was time for my big moment.
So you just busily bring it in, set it up, push the button, and step aside. That's how it's going to be. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Well, almost. First, they had to remove all traces of my journalisticness.
And action.
And then I was on. As you can see, I had to push this computer trolley. Then I had to leave, all while looking official and FBI-y. Then I had to walk through another scene about 250,000 times. I can report there's a lot of repetition in the acting game. It's a little dull. But I'm told I actually appeared on the final program that went to air. But alas, instant global fame has not followed. I don't think I even got a credit. Hollywood is a cruel mistress. Enough talking. Coming up, I make other noises in the secret world of the sound effects chaps and their room of, well, junk. Welcome to Hollywood, California, home of the people who work in the American entertainment industry and the curious tourists who come to have a look.
What sort of things do you like in a film?
I'm a real girly films, you know, I like girly ones.
Like pornography?
No. No, not that.
How much should an actor get paid?
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot. They deserve it.
What do you do when you're not being a genie?
I'm a janitor. Yes.
What is your favorite sound effect?
Machine gun fire.
Boo! Blink.
Boom.
It could be some little girl crying. I don't know.
What's your favorite sound effect?
I don't think I have one, but if I did, I think it'd have to be something like a wild African elephant.
Very good. Favorite special effect?
I don't think I have one, but I think if I did have one, it would be an animated wild African elephant.
Americans are a complex people, obviously. When silent movies realized sound might make the public's experience more enjoyable, they suddenly needed people to create sound effects. This twisting of our oral reality continues today in strange rooms like this one, which resides deep inside a film studio complex. In this cluttered location, movie sound effect magic has been going on for years. Seriously, big movies have their noise bits added here all the time. This man is the Sultan of Sound, and he graciously gave me exclusive access to his unusual world.
The sound that you get on film isn't good enough. It has to be...
A lot of the sound when they shoot it on production is lost, and we have to, recreate it and enhance it to make it bigger than life and dramatic.
For example, want to know what blowing what Americans call a windshield out of a car sounds like?
What we're going to do now is we're just going to play it back through the studio speaker.
Oh, that was like a bomb going off.
Exactly.
Or what about a horse galloping on grass? These bits and pieces and the talented chaps who fondle them have created effects for many of your favourite films. And a lot of it doesn't require fancy equipment. Say, for example, you need horsey noises. Interesting. But to test their skills, I devised a clever plan. Add sound to this carefully constructed and incredibly precise test video featuring this truth seeker with a beverage. What can these audio authorities do with this? Okay, so it turned out to be pretty easy for them. So easy, they started playing around, making it sound like I was walking on a swamp. Clearly, it was time I tried this. How hard can it be? Harder than you think.
Good job, man.
It was a bit out of sync, wasn't
Not
it?
in the beginning, but then you caught him.
Good thing I've never been a fan of following in my own footsteps.
For your work to be successful, it has to be unnoticeable.
That's true.
It has to
Actually, if people don't notice it, then we're doing our job correctly. You know, that's the whole thing. If it sticks out, we're not.
Sound effects people, or Foley artists as they're called in the biz, are important, but so are the folk who work in this building. These men and women spend their days playing with paint, mummy chambers, and strands of hair in an effort to create strange, scary monsters and human corpses.
So on this piece, it's actually a silicone piece. The Wayland paint, we even punched the hairs in.
I can't believe how real that looks. It's even got little... Is that painted or is that really a beard?
Actually, on the face, it's just painted stubble.
I know they told me he was fake, but I'm not entirely sure I believe them. To learn more, I was introduced to this man, who specializes in extreme makeovers, but not the kind where ugly women get slathered with makeup to become ugly women with more makeup. Oh no, this gentleman apparently can turn perfectly handsome international reporters into hideous creatures. It seemed impossible, so we kept a camera on him the whole time. I know it looks like I'm not doing anything, but really Oh, who am I kidding? I wasn't doing anything for more than 2 hours. I got a bit hungry and bored. Some actors have to do this every day during a movie for a lot longer. Actors clearly have keenly developed meditation abilities, or complex imaginations, or perhaps they just get hammered the night before and sleep through it. Eventually, my new persona was revealed. The charming and charismatic Lawrence Belden Smythe became my sister Polly. I was actually supposed to look like some other character, but the resemblance was eerie. She was a much older sister. We're not close. So I've investigated the people who make movies look pretty or ugly, and the people who make them sound pretty. Clearly, the next stop had to be stunt people. It's obvious, really. I learned secrets from a real live stunt person. Next. I'm Lawrence Belden Smythe, and I'm in Hollywood, learning about the subculture of the people who work in Tinseltown. By the way, I didn't see any tinsel. Maybe they meant tourist town. I saw plenty of those. Anyway, when one is peeking behind the curtain of the entertainment industry, one must explore the world of the stunt person. They're the people who fall down for famous people on camera. Strange job. So, to try and understand it, I tracked down a real-life stunt person who was also a woman.
Do you ever get hurt?
Yes, you can get hurt, yes. That is a possibility and a probability of the job. So, yes, you do get hurt.
And what sort of stunts have you performed?
I've done everything from high falls, from like 80-foot high falls, to fire gags, to rolling a fully flame-engulfed Suburban. Do you aspire to be a stuntman?
I wouldn't mind giving it a shot, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Ow, that hurt.
There's your first hit as a stuntman.
Yeah?
Welcome to the business.
Ouch. See what it feels like?
Is that all you have? That's it? That's
You asked for it.
Dude, don't hit me with that. No, don't hit me with that.
Ah!
Any children or dim-witted adults watching should not try this at home. The materials used were special stunt props, so put down the dinner plate right now.
So do you want to learn to fall down some stairs?
Sure. Okay, what do I do?
Watch your head, watch your head.
Oh, I fell down the stairs.
As I glided gracefully down the stairs, it became apparent this stunt business requires skill, stamina, and a willingness to feel pain. Not really a job for an Englishman.
Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome. Have
Thanks
fun
for the
with
lesson.
that.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Don't forget your keys. There we go.
I believe Kathy has since regained consciousness and is now able to feed herself, so all's well. This experience ended my investigation of the Hollywood subculture. I came to Hollywood thinking it was all glitz and glamour. Clearly I was wrong. This town and this industry is filled with people who work hard every day making other people look good. Whether they're scruffy-haired actors and a large, hard-working crew trying to make us believe mathematics can really solve crimes. Men in dark, junk-filled rooms trying to make us believe old audio tape actually sounds like grass. Or special effects wizards trying to make us believe handsome Englishmen can resemble their aging relatives. These people are the real Hollywood.
I salute you, Hollywood, and all of the people working behind the scenes. Even though you get little pay, little respect, and the movie-going public is already in their car by the time your credit appears on the screen, you're constantly striving to give us an escape from our bitter, sad, and increasingly warm reality. Until next time, reporting and conversing silently from Hollywood, California, this is Lawrence Belden Smythe.